So here we are looking at the Ultra Mountain Twin. I liked the graphics better last year. I think they bumped the torsional flex up a little bit, but overall the flex is just about the same as last year. I like both of them better, and this kind of confirmed my suspicions about the Jones Mountain Twin that we had. It didn't quite, it was really stiff and I was really surprised. The Jones Mountain Twin in the demo model we had was stiffer than the Ultra Mountain Twin. So sometimes that happens, especially with demo models. So it kind of confirms, so if you go over to the Jones Mountain Twin review, and we will make a note of that, it will be softer, will be a more playful flex. We find this is a little better for like a more aggressive mountain riding, but still having that cruiser feel, forgiving feel. We like this, but we find that the Jones Mountain Twin, if you want to do a little bit more jibbing and a little more park play, and you want to, you know, a slightly more buttery, playful board, the Mountain Twin's a great call too. But we kind of like this more snappy, energetic flex that the carbon fiber offers compared to the you know, the regular Jones Mountain Twin. But I find myself recommending the Mountain Twin almost as much as I do the Ultra Mountain Twin, even though this is the favorite. So I can still butter and play around with this, and that's fun. The bass on this is fast. I don't know what it is, but it's just got a glide to it. You would look at this and say, you know, side cut. I mean, this die cut bass, it's kind of not ideal, but it's actually really fast and really keeps its speed, and we really like this. I don't know what the sticker's doing on this fucking bass, but I'm pulling it off now because you know, forget about it. But this is all die cut, and you would think that would suck, but for some reason it really has a good glide to it and keeps its speed even when the bass isn't that waxed. And when it's really waxed, it's amazing. You can get through a flat track faster than most of your friends on comparable boards, so I like that. You've got that nice bit of camber underfoot that kind of ends a little bit after the bindings, and it seems like there's you know, maybe a touch of directional rocker, but it doesn't seem as directional as it used to be. But you still, even though this is like marketed as a twin, they call it like freestyle combined with free ride, there is a setback on board, and it didn't change from last year of like 3 inches. So you're looking at like at a 22.8 reference stance all the way back, which is cool because that's like my magic stance. You're looking at, just like last year and just like years past, even though they've changed the specs over the last couple of years, the way they spec the board, the setback on board is still exactly the same. It's 3.5 inches all the way back on board. It's not like you know, maybe like another favorite of mine, like the Oz Woody, where you can get like 4.5 inches back on board, or like the loaded Algernon, where they have those kind of like double setback inserts, so you can get 4.5 inches back on board, but it's still really good. 3.5 inches is kind of on the upper tier. You know, a lot of all mountain boards are like 2.5 inches, 3 inches, so 3.5 is really good, especially with this rocker. And it really makes this board fun. And most of this will be talked about. We talk about this board year after year. It's a board I own. I'm not changing out. Even with the slight change in the flex and the core, I'm not changing out my board from last year. I think I'm going to keep it. My Ultra Mountain Twin. And yeah, this feels maybe a touch stiffer, but not much. And the overall ride still feels great. And you know, it's still right there with that Jones Mountain Twin. I could, you know, I could flip a coin and either one could really be the favorite. It really depends on your riding style. But I think most mountain riders who want a mountain board like this, but want the ability to ride switch and want the ability to butter a little bit, you can butter a lot easier than you would think because of this rocker built in. But, you know, but want to be able to set it back on powder and get a little surfy, and to be able to ride its switch and to have good edge hold and to have good speed. A lot of people, kind of mountain riders, will probably prefer the Ultra Mountain Twin. And if you want a little bit softer, a little more playful, just a touch more park oriented, then you can go with the Mountain Twin. But both are amazing boards, and they're highly recommendable, and we've loved this board for a long time. It's just forgiving camber. It just gives you that feel of camber, but it floats way, way better than camber, and it doesn't catch at all like camber. So there you have it, the Ultra Mountain Twin. Amazing board.